Well, it's obviously good to get another win under our belt here in the Carrier Dome, and we got the lead in the fourth quarter. And a week ago we had it and we didn't finish it, so it was nice to be in a similar situation, and we were able to put it away. I thought we played a lot smarter. It was sloppy at times during the game. I think the first quarter defensively, we hadn't settled into our package. We didn't realize who they were, and as the game went on, we got better and started to follow the game plan. Third quarter I thought was sloppy for both teams, and then with some transition in the fourth quarter, we were able to pull ahead, and again, congrats to these guys, good win.
Coach, can you talk a little bit about the face-offs when you started bringing Borello in as well as switching to the double pole kind of early on?
Well, those two guys on the wings, Brett and Jared are maybe our best ground ball guys, and the way the ball was coming out, it wasn't coming out clean to a face-off man. It was kind of coming out, and then we relied on ground balls to pick it up, and those two guys are very good with Fusco. We had to put a shorty down low when you do that, and I think it gave us a lot of possessions. It gave us, I think, a goal or two. Dearth clearing the ball. We got a couple out of him. So to get goals out of your pole and out of your shorty is a bonus. But I think Danny appeared to be quicker today than their guy, so it let us get the ball out to a spot, and then these guys picked the ball up from there.
Coach, what caused so many of the passes to misfire, especially early on in the game?
I don't know if it's just the tightness coming out in a game situation. We're 2-2 coming in, so that we felt we really wanted to get the win here at home in the Carrier Dome, and we did. Clearing wise, we were a little disappointed there at times. Made some just simple mistakes there, but I think we got better as the game went on.
Pretty much all year, and that one time in the second quarter, he kind of threw it just right to Johns Hopkins defender. Like, is that something you guys want to work on?
Oh yeah, no. He was pretty anxious to put the ball on one side of the field or the other. There were a few times where he just should have looked up in the middle. We had our middies, just going to him, trailing to him to get the ball to run it out, and he passed it so quickly he didn't even look. So we'll be working on that in the future and show him that on the film. But he normally has done, he's done pretty well for a first-time starter.
It seemed like a couple times this season the midfield has gone on an offensive run, really sparked you guys. Today it came in the fourth when you guys obviously did enough to pull out the win.
Yeah.
I guess, how impressive has it been from that unit this season to continually be able to go on some scoring 3-5 goal runs?
Well, I think what helped is, we rotated Buttermore in with the first midfield, and him getting more time got more goals. So he keeps doing that. We're just going to keep, playing him more and more. So I think that helped, and the guy, he got some transition, and we didn't take our foot off the gas. We just kept playing. Sometimes you want to get a little cautious and say, hey, let's slow it down. Let's work for really good shots, and we just kept the transition going and the early offense going, and it worked for us.
Coach, with the defense, was there a conscious effort to try to make contact on the big plate and try to draw some of the illegal screens that they had going on?
Well, we let the officials take care of that. I thought they didn't get set. They were anxious to set those picks and weren't always, set on the pick, and had some turnovers with it. And that's a huge part of their game. They want an invert, they want a pick, they want a big little, and they want to get matchup issues. We actually went to a zone quite a bit against it today just to keep things simple for ourselves.
Coach, after going down by 4 early on and you guys were able to come back and even it up, what were some of the adjustments that you saw that paid off?
Well, I think it was really just, relaxing, settling down in the game. We had some early turnovers in our offense. We didn't get the ball till our offensive end of the field till 11 minutes to go in the first quarter. So the first 4 minutes they had the ball the whole time. And we didn't clear it a couple of times, which gave them extra possessions. I think we just settled down. We started to run our offense, take better shots, and just execute offensively.
For all the players, what was different about this fourth quarter than the one against Virginia? Is there anything that you took from that experience?
So we learned from last week that we were up 4 goals against Virginia, and kind of talked about it in practice this week about how once you have the lead, just stay on the gas pedal until the game's over, basically. And it's Hopkins in the Dome, so we want to win this game no matter what. pretty much.
Brett, they seem to be, really, really aggressive in front of the net. Got a lot of second chances off deflections. Like, I guess, like, how did you guys kind of counter that, with the ground ball effort, especially off of shots?
Yeah, I think that we were a lot more physical, knowing like when the ball's on the ground, like it has to be ours. Because I think the last 3 against Virginia, that happened a couple times where they had a couple of rebounds, and we said like that's not going to happen again. So I think it was definitely a better improvement this week.
Feel like you guys did better with that as the game moved along? In the first, do you feel like it was a little more sloppy?
Yeah, I mean, it was sloppy at first, but I think it was just a matter of us cooling down, getting ready.
Jacob, it seems a couple weeks ago you're up here after kind of a not surprise performance, but stepping up again today. You were put into the first line. I guess talk about that experience and when you found out that you began to more run out there.
Yeah, so I mean, during the course of the week, we pretty much focused on, running like 5 midfielders, so like a whole unit, rather than running like two lines. So I mean, it wasn't just me being incorporated. It was more of like us 5 kind of getting like a vibe off of each other, like how they want to play. So I mean, it wasn't anything different than what I'm used to. So yeah, that's fine.
Brett, can you talk about the goal you had 12 seconds after Jacobs took the lead?
Yeah, I guess I don't know. It just came down. It was open, and I figured why not just let it go. I think it was a good like momentum too after Buddy, and then for us to come right back down and get another, I think it helped our team propel forward.
For Peter and Brett, just kind of, can you just go a little bit into the transition game? What changed in the fourth quarter? Because you guys were moving so much faster in the fourth quarter transition-wise.
Yeah, I think like just as like in our DNA as like players, we like to push the ball. It's something that we work on in practice, and like with our whole defensive unit, honestly, we all feel pretty capable of pushing the ball upfield. It's something we take pride in, and I think in the fourth quarter we kind of just clicked on it a little more. We had some chances early in the game too, which we scored on a couple, and some of it didn't go our way. It's like also just clock management. So at the end, we kind of really wanted to just push it and put them away. So.
Yeah, also I think just practicing all week, it helps that we're like trained for it, and it helps like where we wear teams down near the end of the game, which definitely helps a lot.
Peter, we talked, last week about how like scoring's really not your role, and just to score two today. I guess like what kind of openings were you seeing, and yeah.
You got assist also.
That was just like a stupid assist. I didn't really deserve credit for that one, but as far as it's pretty easy to dodge an attackman usually. Like they're not used to playing defense, and same like offensive middies. I find it like it's not. I don't know. It's just a lot of space on the field, and Brett does a good job of knowing that I like to go, and I know he likes to go to the goal, so we just kind of move out of the way for each other. And I don't know. The field was pretty open today for me, so.
I guess for all of you guys, what does it say about the team's resilience? You guys go down by 4 early on, and then you go on that 4-goal run to kind of seal the deal. So what does it say about the team?
I just think, well, no one wants to quit on our team. It's just like kind of the things we try to preach, and Syracuse lacrosse is kind of historic for that. Actually got to spend some time with the 2009 guys last night, and it was pretty cool. Just like to, as a kid, I saw that whole the way they played. They never gave up. They ended up winning a national championship because of it. So that's just, you come to Syracuse, that's the way that you try to play. And I think that's just, in our DNA, Syracuse lacrosse players is like never give up.